those areas. And also, if we catch them, we'll turn it over to the sheriff's office. That's already worked. We've proven that they work, and we've already made some arrests based on those cameras. So, thank you.
So as you can see over here, these are examples of the camera, the signs. In the middle, we also have our Be Caddo Proud sign. Administrator Bryant talked to you a little bit about the campaign to, instill pride in our parish. So we, as Assistant Director Bedgood said, we've picked those areas and roadways with high concentrations of litter across our parish. So as you're driving around the parish, you will also see these Be Caddo Proud, do your part, keep the parish clean signs as well. So at this time, I'm going to introduce Chair of our Public Safety Committee of the Caddo Parish Commission, Commissioner Ken Epperson, to talk more about our war on litter efforts.
Thank you, Ms. Beecham, Mr. Bedgood. Before I go any further, I would like to introduce my colleagues that are present. If they would stand and introduce themselves, my fellow commissioners. We'll start to the rear with Mr. Young, and we'll work forward.
Gregory Young, I'm the Caddo Parish Commissioner for District 2.
All right, Victor Thomas, I'm sorry. Victor Thomas, Caddo Parish Commissioner for District 2.
Lord Realm, District 5.
And I would be remiss if I did not introduce our special guest today. For those of you that may not be aware, April is Parish County Government Month, where we ask each commissioner is to refer students to be a student commissioner for a day. And I would like for them to stand and introduce themselves in a loud voice from my left to my right. Come on.
My name is Rosalie Love from Fair Park Middle School. My name is Mackenzie and I'm from Turner Middle School.
My name is Arnold Mobley. I'm from Northwood High.
My name is Dawson Jones. I'm from Union Drive Middle School.
My name is Austin Gann. I'm from Booker Washington.
My name is Charity Kirkendall and I'm from Southwood High School.
My name is Morgan Pullman and I'm from Woodland High School.
My name is Hannah Samuels. I'm from Caddo Magnet High School.
And my name is Marcello Sisson and I go to Caddo Magnet High.
All right, let's give them a big round of applause. They've been with us since 10 a.m. this morning. They've toured most of the parish facilities. We had lunch at the Petroleum Club. They visited the administration department as well as other departments within the Parish of Caddo. And I would just like to state that we started this, I think, in 1992 or 93. And later on today, I'm going to have one of our first Caddo student commissioners for a day that has had a 23-year military career. He's married, 3 family members, and he has several degrees. And he's come back to Caddo Parish to serve in Caddo Parish, so we'll be introducing him later on today. The war on litter in Caddo Parish, we don't want this to be just a slogan. Just a slogan. Once a year we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Litter is perpetual. Always have been, always will be. So therefore, we must have a perpetual and a consistent fight against litter. And that way we let people know that we are serious, and I think we can abate that. I don't know if Mr. Bedgood mentioned that we have 17 compactor sites. Am I correct? 18 compactor sites in Caddo Parish. Whether you live in Vivian, Greenwood, anywhere in Caddo Parish, the city of Shreveport, you can utilize those facilities. You can bring up to 5 tires. You can bring household furniture, white goods, old washing machines, air conditioners, refrigerators. You can bring all that. We even have Goodwill sites up there where you can bring used clothing that will be reusable for them. So it's no excuse whatsoever for litter to be a problem in Caddo Parish anywhere. So please, let's remember that. And if you don't know where they're located, you can go to www.caddo.gov and you can pull up the website under Public Works and you'll see all of our compactor sites, the times of operation, and all those things. Now, we did pass resolution number 10 of 2026, and I want to read that because, like I say, we're serious about this. Not just a slogan, not for a month, not for a day, but we want this to be perpetual. Whereas the Caddo Parish Commission adopted Resolution 35 of 2024 proclaiming May as War on Litter Month, and that has subsequently been changed for that whole year of 2025 and now on. Whereas litter continues to be a significant problem in Caddo Parish. Whereas such a persistent blight demands a coordinated effort by municipalities, homeowners, neighborhoods, large property owners, unincorporated communities, and other institutions such as churches, schools, homeowners associations, community organizations to increase efforts to eliminate litter in the parish. Be it therefore resolved by the Caddo Parish Commission in due and regular legal session convened that the Caddo Parish Commission does hereby extend the proclamation of the War on Litter beyond 2024 to extend this initiative indefinitely in Caddo Parish or until litter is no longer a problem in our community. So I just want to let you know that we are serious about this. Just as you enter Caddo Parish, north on I-49, south on I-49, you see a sign, welcome to Caddo Parish, veterans friendly. Well, welcome to Caddo Parish. We are declaring war on litter perpetually. So we want to make sure you understand that. We appreciate everyone that participated in the cleanup efforts upon last week. And I do want to mention Mr. Jarvis, the Public Works Director. If you would, I'd like for you to come up, introduce yourself. Now, there are certain jurisdictions that we are required, you know, the state has a requirement for litter abatement, the parish has in the places that they have, and the city has. So we want to make sure that we distinguish those. However, we still do things collaboratively to work together to abate litter. So we aren't pulling against each other.
Yes,
Jarvis, if you would introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, how y'all doing today? My name is Jarvis Morgan. I'm the Public Works Director for the City of Shreveport. And what we cover is that solid waste department, your streets and drainage department as well. You have fleet services. We're responsible for all your permits and inspections throughout the city, as well as the parish. And we also do the traffic engineering, which control your stop signs, your street lights, your traffic lights, and everything within the city. We do work well with the parish. We have a great communication with them. We try to do what we can to help, especially with the war on litter. We pay tons of funds into the litter, especially throughout the city. That's something that we continue to attack. We'll continue to attack until we get better at it. And it will take everyone all together, not just City of Shreveport, not just the parish, but the community overall. And I thank everyone for attending. And if you have any questions, I'll be open to it. We always have the lines open. We have a 24-hour line that you can call as well. That's 318-673-6300. And I thank you for your time, and thank you, Mr. Epperson.
And also, I think oftentimes there are animals that are hit in the roads, and I think we call your department, and they will come out and get those animals that's been killed on the road off. So we wanted to make sure that you're aware of that. Did I miss any other person that may be here that didn't recognize that we work together with? Okay, if not, I want you to look at some of these signs we have up here. See these signs? There are laws whereas signs can be placed in the city right-of-ways, the parish right-of-ways, and the state right-of-ways. And that is just as important as litter as it is with you throwing out a cup, a plate, or any other thing. And it's dangerous. Those spikes in there, when they are mowing and trying to cut the right-of-ways and keep them clean and neat, they get bent, they'll sling them out in the roadways, they'll puncture your tires. And that's litter. Plus, the majority of these signs are made out of what you call coroplast. That means corrugated plastic. And if they get in the roadway and you have to hit brakes, no traction, you're going to slide. It could cause an accident. Those are litter problems just as well as throwing out a cup, or trash, or any other thing that you throw out on the side of the road. And I want to serve notice. Politicians, the same way. Whether you won your election or not, after the election is over, please pick up all of your signs. That goes for state, local, and federal. Now I have some, I didn't want to embarrass nobody, but I'm pretty sure that many of you have seen signs. The election was November the 5th. We had another one, March the 29th. Signs are still up. Plus, they are in the wrong places. And that's against the law, and that is litter, and that causes a problem. And let us not just want to clean up when we have somebody coming to town. 50 Cent is going to be here, so we're going to get out and we're going to clean up. Johnson & Johnson is looking at a possible site to bring a company here, so we're going to get out and clean up. But then after they're gone, the same thing. It doesn't work like that. Take pride in the parish, the city, the same as you would your home. Do you clean up only when you're having company? Do you set an example as a leader, as a politician? You're putting out 500 signs after the election over where you won or lost, you leave them out and just let them stay there? That isn't leadership. You have a responsibility also. So I want to make sure that we call it out. I had one individual that put out a bunch of signs about dumping. So I called the number and I said, where do you live? Oh, I'm in DeSoto Parish. He lives in DeSoto Parish, a big, nice neighborhood, gated. But yet and still gonna put these signs out all other places that's illegal. And you know, say, well, Commissioner, how will I advertise my business? I say the same as everybody else advertise their business. Newspaper ads, radio, television, or do it digitally. It is just as bad to put these illegal signs out as it is to throw trash and paper out. And our staff, I know our Public Works Department, we will remove those signs that's in illegal places in the parish because that is litter. So I wanted to let you all know that. And before I go, I want to introduce some people that did a yeoman's job. And I would ask any of my colleagues if you would like to recognize any of your constituents that participated in the cleanup last week, well, please feel free to come up and do so. First of all, I'd like to recognize Mr. Marvin Alexander. Is he here? Pardon? He isn't? Okay. We'll get that to him. Now, if you see on the board on the roll, you'll see some of these people that participated in the cleanup campaign on last Saturday. Gail Battle. Ms. Battle. Want to applaud Ms. Battle for stepping up to the plate. She's the Assistant Secretary, which you stand to my right here, of the Pines Road Area Business Association, an active worker in the community in West Shreveport. And she took to the plate and coordinated everything last week relative to our cleanup efforts in my absence, as well as another one of our persons that was absent. Mr. Derek Battle. Thank you, Will Battle. Thank you. All right. Mr. Carter Bedford. Mr. Bedford works with us. He come out of Greenwood to work with us. That entire corridor down I-20, Highway 79 South, Highway 80, I-49, Industrial Loop, I-20. That is very important to people entering and coming into Caddo Parish as to the way that it looks and the way that they are greeted when they come into Caddo Parish. Okay. I'm gonna have to say this until last. Let's see. Don Phelps. Okay, Don isn't here. We'll get that to him. He always, and his wife Gwen with Western Hills Estates, they participated with us and everything. Mr. Calvin Presley. A good community worker as well as a member of the Parish Planning and Zoning Board. We appreciate his efforts. Miss Patricia Presley. She always hides behind the scene, but she's always there. She don't never want to be recognized. But Calvin, you tell her I recognize her today. Okay. Gloria Davis. Now this lady, that's why I saved it at last. If you scroll, once the camera scroll up to that photo with that house with the Easter decoration, this lady decorates for everything. I've been intending to tell her my birthday. Maybe she'll put me up for a birthday. But what this does is, this makes everybody that's coming in the Timberline say, my God, if she can do this for every holiday and every occasion, I certainly got to do something to make sure that my property can live up to what she has. So did you all see that? But that's it. You ought to see Christmas, 4th of July, Mardi Gras, Halloween. We're going to have to put Ken Epson's birthday in that next year. But Gloria, we appreciate you. And she also stepped up during my absence last weekend and coordinated the cleanup for the area with the trash bins. Miss Gloria Davis, we appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, hold up and stay right here. All right, you all got your photo ops? Now, what I want to do is I'm going to announce Larry and Gloria Davis are the good neighbors of West Caddo Parish for 2025. Now, other commissioners, I don't know, but what I'm going to do, you know, oftentimes we get calls about people that aren't maintaining their property, but I'm going to recognize people that does maintain their property good. I got some flyers made up in my car, some certificates, and as I drive around, I'm gonna stop by and knock on the door and tell them how we appreciate them keeping their property up, because that's what's going to help us to continue to grow, attract new residents, and attract businesses. So thank you all very much, and we appreciate your efforts. Okay, if anyone would like a copy of the resolution, please see me or a staff member. Go ahead.
Tell us where we can put signs.
Okay, go ahead. If you'd like a copy of the resolution, and if you note, I ask schools, I ask churches, everybody needs to be involved in this. And if you just walk out your front door on your property and look to your left and look to your right, it's something out there you can pick up. What the old saying is, you know, take care of your own house before you try to take care of somebody else's. But if everybody would do that, Caddo Parish would continue to be a better place to live. And we are serious about this war on litter. Now, at this time, I would like to ask Mr. Bedgood or Mr. Weaver if they would come up and tell us where can we properly place signs of political signs and other signs of this nature.
Like the political signs that we picked up, we take them to 1701 Monty Street, and then we'll actually call the person on the sign and give them, 4 or 5 days to come pick them up. And then after that, we just get rid of them. So 1701 Monty Street, or you can call like 226-6934, 226-6934.
And no signs are allowed to be placed in parish right-of-ways, right?
Yeah, the parish right-of-way or on poles or anything like that. So, and we're trying to make a concentrated effort on getting these signs down, and we'll make a sweep and we'll get a whole truckload, and we can come back about a month later and we'll get another truckload. But like Jarvis said, we're going to keep pushing forward and, strive to make Caddo and Shreveport proud and clean. So.
Can you define parish right-of-way, please?
I mean, the parish right-of-way is a right-of-way dedicated to the public, so it's like it's the area outside the road. A normal right-of-way, they're all different, but majority of the right-of-ways we have in Caddo are 60 foot wide, so that'd be 30 foot from the center line of the road, so about 20 foot from the edge of the road. So is the right-of-way. So, if it's something close, we're not going to pick it up. We're not going to get into surveying, and there's nothing like that. So usually, like if it's on the inside of the ditch is what we pick them up. If they're on the back side of the ditch, we don't pick them up. So.
And these signs blow down, get knocked down, and they clog up the drainage ditches and things of this nature also. So that's the reason for that. Now, any of my colleagues, anyone you all would like to recognize relative to the cleanup before we close? Okay. Any questions from the media? Okay. Anyone else? Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say that we do have litter bags that you can put in your car so that you don't have to throw the litter out. You can put it in a bag, and the bags are reusable. So we have some over there for each one of you all can take one with you when you leave today. So thank you.
Make sure you look at the signs and the camera If you're going down the road, if you have a load in your truck and it's not secured, it's an ordinance against that. If you need to put something on top of the loads when you're taking to the trash sites. Because I've called Public Works several times and people driving down and stuff blow out the back of their truck, and it just makes it horrible. So make sure you look at the signs good, the cameras, all these things are going to be out there. So if you think you're doing something, you never know where these cameras are going to be. We are declaring war on litter, and we are serious. And we appreciate all the people that work hard to keep their particular neighborhoods clean and areas in which they live. And we hope to continue to do so. That way we can grow Caddo Parish, we can get more residents here, we can get businesses to come here. Anything, Ms. Beecham, I may have left out? Okay, if not, we adjourn.